Biggest question I get asked is what's in my camera bag? Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jake Weisler, and in today's video, I'm gonna walk you through everything that is in my camera bag. Now, the issue here is I don't have just one camera bag. We actually have three. And in the other two bags, one is Nate's backpack that holds other cameras, lenses, our drone, our lights, batteries, and more. And the other bag is actually a mini suitcase that holds our light stands, our gimbals, our chargers, our tripods, and things like that. If you want another video of how we pack our entire kit and travel with everything for a wedding, just let me know down in the comments below. But in this video today, I'm gonna walk you through specifically what is in my bag, what I keep on me at all times, and everything I have with me when I travel for a wedding. Let's start with the bag itself. I use a Peter McKinnon Nomadic backpack. This actually replaced my Pelican 1535 Air case for a few reasons. Basically, I was tired of lugging on a Pelican case. It got bulky, I couldn't put my laptop in there, and I was tired of sprinting through the airport trying to catch a flight with it. And some filmmaker friends of mine were rocking the Peter McKinnon backpack solely as their main go-to case to carry all their cameras, lenses, and everything. And I thought, well, why not make the switch? So we did, and honestly haven't looked back. The reason I love the Peter McKinnon backpack is because it fits our style of filmmaking. We're very run and gun, on the go. We want to pick up and go super quickly without having to worry about making sure our Pelican cases have wheels and lugging it through a beach. We needed a case that could carry all of our equipment as effectively as possible for how we shoot a wedding. And if that's not how you shoot a wedding, that's great. I'm not knocking Pelican cases. This is not me knocking Pelican cases. I'm so sick of in 2024 how if you like one thing, people think you hate the other. That's not true. I love Pelican. We still use Pelican, which I'll talk about later, but for our wedding setup, my go-to camera carrying case is the Peter McKinnon Nomadic backpack. And again, you guys, the backpack, everything I'm about to mention and list off in this video is also linked below. If you want to check out our kit page, you can find everything we talk about in the links below. Starting with number one is my laptop. I have an Apple laptop. I think it's the M1 or M2 chip. I honestly don't know. I'll put a screenshot of it above on this video, but my laptop can fit beautifully inside my backpack. I edit off my laptop. I use it for my go-to editing setup. When I come home, I plug it into my monitor. And so every trip I'm on, especially since we do same-day teasers and next-day turnarounds, we need our editing laptops with us at all times. And so yes, I always travel with it. Next up is my main camera of choice is the Sony FX3, which, as you know, we just recently switched to. And our second camera, my B camera and Nate's B camera, so we have two extra cameras, is new to us. It's the Sony ZV-E1. We actually just added this to our kit and are loving it so far. It's never our hero cam, it's always our C and D cameras, usually for ceremonies and receptions, and also for like B-roll, like time lapses and cocktail hour and things like that, along with the Sigma 70-200 for the ZV-E1. Again, we have two of these, one in each backpack. The other two lenses I have in this backpack that fit really nicely are my Sony 50mm G Master 1.2 and the Sony G Master 24-70. I'm definitely using the 50 a lot more often, but I absolutely love the 24-70. You guys know me, I'm an advocate for the 24-70. If you ever are wondering what is one lens I should buy, if I can only afford to have one lens in my kit to shoot a full wedding, it's the 24-70. Amazing powerhouse of a lens. But I would say I'm also a 50 addict. I love the look of the 50. I love even being in tight spaces, getting creative with my 50. And so I'm usually on the 50 more so than the 24-70. Next up in my bag are the audio cables. Now, Nate has, like I said, the drone, the lights, etc. I'm in charge of all the audio accessories, starting with our beautiful new Condor Blue Matt Johnson collaboration audio pack, which has three cables, the XLR, the RCA, and the 1/4 inch. Easily something I would consider a necessity in every filmmaker's audio kit. Then we have our XLR splitter for if we need to run our audio from the DJ's board into his system and ours, we can split his audio via an XLR splitter. That's a must. And our primary audio recorder is the Zoom F3. We used to have the Zoom F6, the big brother to the F3. We've since gone to the F3 solely because, again, since we switched to a backpack, everything is now more condensed and more compact and more tight. We have less room to work with. And so even though it's not a huge size difference, it is enough to say, you know what, we want less in our backpacks. We want to carry minimal gear. And the Zoom F3 is beautiful for that reason because it's tiny, has two outputs, records 32-bit float, and always is a reliable source of audio. And we always have our cheap little $10 Amazon headphones wrapped around those so that we can check our audio at the wedding day. Next to our F3, we have a few Tascams, the Tascam DR10L Pros and the Tentacle Syncs. Like I said in our audio kit video, hopefully by the end of the year, the Tentacle Sync system will replace our Tascam system. I stress a lot about audio. For me, audio is one of those things that if you mess it up, you're screwed. And so I'd rather have backups and backups and backups than not. So just for peace of mind, even though I like the technical syncs better, for if whatever reason the software doesn't work or they won't record, I like trusting the Tascam to be able to just, you know, very mechanical start and stop on the device and be covered just in case. With our lav mics, we have the Bumblebee lav concealers. We love these things. You guys have seen them in our job shadows. They conceal the microphone inside the lapel, keep it hidden. That way the bride, the groom, the photographer doesn't have to edit out or see an ugly lav mic clipping to the lapel jacket.
Okay.
Mic's on.
Oh, it's hidden.
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool. Look at that.
Hey, we hide them nowadays.
Thank you. Not everyone does.
They're super cheap, very affordable. Absolutely love the Bumblebees. We have them and the lav tape. Absolute must. And then our backup source of audio is the Sony TX660. It's that tiny little jewel looking thing that you can clip on to pretty much anything. You can buy a mic sleeve with it. We put on handheld mics. We have 2 of these, and we usually just use them as backup sources of audio. And last piece of audio is our Rode microphone, our on-camera shotgun mic, which we usually never pull audio from other than ambient sounds and kind of like, you know, supplementary B-roll audio, people laughing or, you know, the ambience, but that's in our bag as well with a dead cat. Moving on from audio, the next piece of gear we have in this backpack is our card carrying case, which is also our card reader. Freewell Gear sent us their card carrying case, which doubles as a card reader via USB-C. So you can store your cards and then also just plug your card case into your computer and dump footage. It's incredible. I can never, ever go back to carrying a card case and a card reader separately when they come in one package. So huge thank you to Freewell Gear for sending us their card case. All right, moving on to some gadgets that we pack in our backpack. Little things, little knickknacks that have saved my butt on a wedding day that I think every filmmaker should have in their kit. And if there's something that's not in this list of things that have saved your life as a wedding filmmaker, comment them down below, and I'm probably gonna go buy them and put them in my kit today. First things first is a lens cleaner, a microfiber cloth, or some lens solution. Anything that if my lens is dusty or dirty or has splotches on it, I can clean it along with like a duster or an air, what are those called? Puffer? An air puffer? I don't know. One of those things. I'll show you B-roll of it. Keeping our lenses clean, our sensors clean, and whatnot. Next thing is a flathead screwdriver. The point being, you want a tool, multi-purpose tool probably from Small Rig is also a great option. A couple of other random things I always carry with me to every wedding: a iPhone charger, USB-C and lightning cable, and also a MagSafe battery pack for my iPhone. I don't even use this, but the planners and other vendors will walk up to me and say, "Does anybody have an iPhone charger?" And I love to be able to supply that to them. I think over time you just kind of learn what people need, and you want to be that guy on set at a wedding who can help them solve their problems. And if it's a little thing like someone helping me charge my phone and you're like, "Oh yeah, I got a battery pack for you, just MagSafe on, you can still use your phone," all of a sudden you become the guy that, you know, saved that planner's butt that day. So little things like that to me go a long way, and it doesn't take up a whole lot of space, so why not pack it in the bag? I also carry extra tripod plates because Nate always loses ours. There's an Apple AirTag inside of one of the pockets that I never have to lose my backpack, and I can always check on it if I ever misplace it, or someone, God forbid, tries to steal it. Like if we're in San Francisco or something, I can track them down and find them and kill and get my bag back. And of course, the last gadget we always carry 2 SSDs to every wedding, so that after wedding we can dump footage onto one, make a copy of it for safety, and that way we never have to worry about footage not transferring properly or losing a clip, because the footage is in 2 places, and brings me peace knowing that the footage is backed up in 2 places. And a bunch of other little accessories. We have a bunch of Sony batteries because the FX3 has an absolutely horrific battery life, probably its worst feature by far. This thing chews through batteries. And I'm assuming, I haven't really tested it a whole lot yet, that the ZVE1 does the exact same thing. So we carry in each of our backpacks 8 or 10 batteries. You might be thinking that's way too excessive for one wedding day. You're absolutely correct. I like to err on having extra batteries and not running short on batteries. So I always buy as many as I think I need for a wedding day, and then I add 2 or 3 more, just because I absolutely stress out if it's like the last hour of the day and we don't have a clean, fresh battery. Never, ever want to run into that situation. Never have, and I never plan to. And the last thing I pack in this backpack is a handheld on-camera light. We use the Comor Radiance. Absolutely love these. They're small, they're compact, they're handheld. You can put them on your camera or put them on a light stand. That way, for whatever reason, if Nate loses his bag and we are out of lights, we at least have one light in my backpack that we can use to light up our subjects. And that's kind of the idea with both of our backpacks, is that if one were to get lost, that we could still shoot a wedding proficiently with the other person's backpack. Like if Nate lost his backpack, he could use the ZVE1 in my bag and I can use the FX3. We can still get everything that we need to. We have audio and whatnot. Nate also carries a backup audio source in his backpack. So the idea is that for whatever reason, one of us loses our bag, we have a backup, we can still shoot the wedding efficiently. But that is it for everything inside my backpack. Again, if you want to see a full kit breakdown of everything we bring to a wedding, we'd be happy to make that video next. Just let us know in the comments if you're interested. And again, links to every single thing I mentioned will also be down below. But you guys, that is it for everything inside of my camera bag. Your kit should completely reflect how you work and your style as a filmmaker. And guess what? Styles evolve and they change. My style 3 years ago was to carry a bunch of production gear to every single wedding. We had like 4 Pelican cases, a huge sticks bag, so many just bulky pieces of equipment. And years later, now we're trying to operate as slim as possible because we want to be as versatile as possible because that's our style. But that is it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. You tell me what videos you want to see next. We only want to make content for you. This channel is solely for you. We want to add value to your process as much as we can into your filmmaking journey. So whatever content you want to see, just comment it down below and we will add it to our content list. But thank you so much for watching. Love you all, and I will see you in the next one.